Hi, my YouTube followers. It's your girl, Lisa Rose. And I only thought it was right to come on here and make my very first YouTube video because of where I am located. Excuse this wild hair right now. But yeah, so I am actually at flight attendant training right now. So today was the very first day, so I am excited to be able to start this journey. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little update on what I would like to do with this channel to start off. So basically, I don't know how much time I'm really going to have to dedicate to making videos every single day, but I would like to just give you guys an informative type of video to just give you insight on what it's like going to flight attendant training, things that you can possibly do to prepare, how to be, study habits, ways to get you to flight attendant training, all of those different things. Like, I want to be able to provide those for you guys so that we can all earn our wings, definitely. So you guys just stay tuned with this channel, and yeah, so that will be what this is all about. So let me just kind of get you guys informed about my process so far. So when I got here, it was an adjustment, let's just say that. So, I was living in California, living on my own, me and my dog. So I had a life set up, I had a full-time job as a retail manager. So my life was pretty consistent in what I was doing, my 9 to 5. Like, it was pretty much set on what my life would be like. So ignore that. So taking on this job was like definitely a huge adjustment for me, something that was very life-changing for me, but it was something that I was excited about. I've always wanted to be a flight attendant, so knowing that I finally got the chance, there was finally an airline that was willing to take a chance and train me to be a qualified FA for them. Like, I was super duper juiced about it. So now that I'm here, I'm like, okay, it's finally setting in. I made it. I'm going to start this journey. So it's a bit of an overload. I'll just put it like that. So granted, today we did not start any of the actual learning per se. We kind of are just getting to know each other. There's still some people who are on their way and are going to arrive by tomorrow morning. So, it's just about getting your feet wet, getting to know some of the people that are going to be influential in this process for us, and just kind of putting some realistic expectations out there of what these coming weeks are going to be like for us. So, first observation: don't get involved with too many people. Okay, and so what I mean by that is cliques and immaturity and know-it-alls and wannabe flight attendants who ain't even had their first test yet are already trying to start rumors or think they know it all. Like, this is an opportunity for you to earn your wings all by yourself. Nobody here can take a test for you. Nobody can help you pass. They can help you study, but they cannot help you pass. So because of that, choose who you interact with wisely. I'm sure you guys have heard the saying, you are the company that you keep. So just keep that in mind. This is a time that all of us have really put in some work to get to this point. I'm not lighting. I'm sorry, as a vlogger now, I gotta pay attention to lighting and stuff now, Ooh, fix that. Okay. So yeah, so because of that, this is stuff that you really have to pay attention to, because you don't want to have wasted all of your time and energy in negative or unproductive experiences. So just make sure you are really selective about the people that you hang out with. My best advice is I am an observer. So I like to sit down, kind of watch people's interactions, watch how they interact with the company staff, and just see, like, do they display characteristics of someone who I would want to study with or confide with, anything of that sort. I personally am the type of person where I like to sit back and observe. But being that this is a very team-oriented business, I also wanted to make sure that I put myself out there as someone who can get along well with others and, didn't have a hard time communicating with people. So I have been talking to people and just making sure that they, saw me as someone that they could communicate with and all that good stuff. But when you want to get to the nitty-gritty, just be careful. That's all I'm saying. So not all airlines provide housing, and not all airlines pay for housing or pay for training in general. I am very fortunate that my airline is providing both. So I am staying rent-free at a housing facility, and I am being paid for training. Thank the Lord. Because I could not do it, y'all. I literally just uprooted my whole life, and to have to worry about coming out here and paying for training on top of, or not having any income, like, that's not gonna work for me. So definitely do your homework. If that's something that is valuable to you, I would suggest you look into airlines first and see which ones offer paid training and which ones don't. Just because that is a huge expense. I've seen and heard of some airlines having very quick trainings, as little as 4 weeks. And I've heard up to 8 for mainline. So just do your research and find out what situation works best for you. Now, study habits. So I started early, y'all. I made sure I did what I had to do, because this girl right here, I can't afford to get all the way out here, abandon my life just to not study, just to not pass. So hold on, and I'm gonna show y'all one of the main things that I've done to help me with my training. All right, guys, so flashcards. I'm sure you've seen these before. But these are what I made. I made one for airport codes, and I've made one for airport terminology. So on one side, you'll see it has the name of the item or terminology. And then on the back, I have a definition of what it is. And same for my airport code. So the name is on the front, and then the actual location is on the back. So my airline gave us a list of all of the airport codes and airline terminology that they wanted us to learn in advance. I don't know how other airlines do it. I know some people like to start early and do all that good stuff, but I would kind of try and investigate and see what it is that you need to learn first, just because, like, the airport codes that I got are for the cities that my company flies to. I don't need to learn unnecessary cities and countries that we don't fly to. So just look into it, because you don't want to waste your time and be studying stuff that is not going to help you, and just, you could be using that time on something way more valuable. So yeah, so I've definitely been using flashcards, and I also made games. So on Microsoft Word, I just created a blank chart with a whole bunch of squares on it, and in each square I wrote the airport code. So that way it was almost like a like a charades game kind of. So basically my job was to flip it over and write down the code of whatever I thought it was. This was super helpful for me because the type of learner that I am, I can't just read information. So physically having to type it out and then write it out on there, it helps the information to stick. Also, I'm sure you guys have heard of Quizlet. So Quizlet's really cool. We had some people in my training class who were super helpful and made a Quizlet up for the airport codes and terminology for our class, which was helpful. This is something you can download the app or you can just use it online. The app is super convenient because you can just sitting in line. I don't know where you be sitting at the gas station. I don't know. So you're sitting in line and you just like, oh, I need to kill some time. So next thing you know, you pull out your Quizlet app and you start studying. So yeah, so that's definitely something that's helpful. Another thing that's super helpful is, what have I been doing? Friends. You can always ask your friends to help you study. So give them your flashcards and just have them go back and forth between saying what the word is and the definition, and then saying the definition and you providing the word. So that way you can make sure you have a solid understanding of what that item is. So airport codes, some are super obvious like LAX or RNO. LAX is Los Angeles, California. RNO, Reno, Nevada. AUS, Austin, Texas. So those ones are kind of easy to get. But then you'll have some like SDX, which is this one right here. Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Or you might have, what's another good one? Let me see. Like this one. I'm sure you guys will never guess what this is. AUA. This is... Oh, this is backwards. Let's see if I can do it the right way. Okay, that's good enough. It's Orangestad, Aruba. So, you guys get the point. Like, some of these aren't super self-explanatory. So, you'll really have to make sure you kind of make associations. So... I use it two different ways. If there's some kind of connecting memory or something that I can tie to the letters and the meaning. So that way I'll think of that when it's time to actually define the name of the airport code. I'll do that. Or sometimes I'll use how the airport code is actually, like the letter choices. So let's see. What's a good one? Okay, so let's use this one. This is SJU. So once you start to learn and kind of see a pattern of the places that your particular airline flies to, you'll see how the connections tie. But I know SJ for my airline is going to be San Jose or San Juan. So for me, SJU, I know JU is like Juan, since it's spelled Juan. So that's how I know San Juan. And this is in Puerto Rico. So basically what I did is, this is going to be an S. This J, I'm pretending like there's no bottom to it, so that's TU. So it's going in alphabetical order. So what letters come before S? So you have L, M, N, O, P. So that's P, Q. We don't have any airport codes that start with Q, and then you have R. So it would be P, R, S, T, U. So that's San Juan, P, R for Puerto Rico. So it might be weird to you. I don't know if that helps, but that's basically what I've been doing for some of these ones that are like super random and don't make much sense. So yeah, so I don't want to get on here and like talk your ear off, but the goal is to stay active with this YouTube channel, my journey in training. So this is kind of just an introduction, just to kind of get you guys familiar with the channel that I am starting, the vision that I have for the channel, show you what I look like after, let's see, 12-hour flying, between being at the airport, flight getting delayed, getting on my second flight, and then ending up where I'm at, and then being, even though it's enjoyable and super happy to be at my first day of training. I'm not gonna lie, I am so freaking tired right now. Like, it's only 7:30, I think, right now, and this girl's tired. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. If you guys have not, please subscribe to my channel, because this is going to be something that I frequent for you guys, just to make sure that you have the content that you guys are looking for. I want to make sure that, you know, those of you who aspire to become flight attendants, that you feel like you can be supported and prepared by the content that I provide you guys. So definitely subscribe, so that way you guys will be able to be aware of when I have new videos, as well as press the little, I don't know, I'm horrible. This is my first video, so forgive me. So the little bell, I don't know if it's gonna be on the side of the subscribe over here or over here, but press the little bell and that will notify you of any time that I post a new video, as well as comment and like if there's specific questions, I will answer to the best of my ability. There are certain things that I can't say just because I'm privacy reasons and my job just won't allow it, so I have to keep certain things on the hush. But if it is general questions, you can definitely put them in the comment section below, and when I do my next video for you guys, I will check those comments out for you in the bottom and try and get those added into my video. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry this is like becoming so long and I didn't really like have a focus point, I guess, of what this video was about, but it's just a journey for me. So thank you guys for watching, and peace out.